Welcome to University College Hospital and a very special welcome to the new Cancer Centre. Since 1928, University College Hospital has been pioneering the development of cancer treatment. In 2012, the new Cancer Centre at University College Hospital opened for patients. It provides a unique environment for patients in their cancer treatment and also a holistic environment for patients, carers and their families.
Well, I was diagnosed last February with cancer, and it was a big shock.
I was diagnosed with a lump in my head.
Back in 2008, I was diagnosed with what they call chronic lymphocytic leukemia.
Something just happens, you become very calm and very cool, and you know that for once in my life, I was able to open my palms to you all here and say, right, my life is in your hands.
They took me to the hospital, and that's when they did the first scan and found a lump inside my head, and I was referred down to Queen Square, where I had an operation in November 2011, and a tumour was removed, and then that was followed up with 6 weeks of radiotherapy.
And I was brought in by a high intensity care ambulance. This was the first time I started to think to myself, yes, there's something wrong here. They got me up onto a bed and they basically put me on a machine that pretty well took my blood out of me and separated the red cell from the white cell of your blood, because this particular form of leukemia affects the white cells. They kept me on that machine for 2 days. It was pretty worrying.
I came in, the radiotherapy treatment was grueling. It was everything they said it was going to be. They didn't waffle around, they told me exactly what was going to happen to me month by month, week by week, day by day. But the compassion I found in the radiotherapy department was totally amazing.
They wanted to start me on a chemotherapy course. This was a problem because I reacted quite badly to some of the chemo. The next morning they ran more tests, and that was mid-November. I can truthfully tell you that the next thing I knew, it was the 29th of January 2010. They'd put me in a induced coma. They'd cut me throat, put me on a ventilator, and basically kept me alive on a machine. From then on, it's been a fight. I spent nearly a year backwards and forwards here to UCH for physiotherapy.
Today I'm picking up my next batch of chemotherapy tablets, and also I'm picking up my results of my last scan, which will show if the sort of 4 or 5 months of chemotherapy treatment I've had has had any benefit at all in slowing the size of the growth of the tumour, or hopefully reduce the size of it. So big day for me today.
I came through the 12-month trial at February time this year, 2014, and everything seemed to be going A-OK. I feel great, I do. Considering what I've been through and some of the infections I've had, which have been pretty horrendous, to put it bluntly. But at all times, the care I've had here has been absolutely fantastic.
I feel at the moment I'm in mission. I feel that my way forward is strong, but I just feel that I want to be there for other people now.
In 2014, the Cancer Fund was launched. The aim of the Cancer Fund is to make a difference.
I think the main point about the Cancer Fund is to support the activities of the Cancer Centre and the hospital in general. There are always things which you want to do which are above and beyond the things which the NHS can provide. So we recognise that, and we've got to help ourselves in order to help our cancer patients and their families and supporters.
I'm Chandrish. I'm the branch director in the Santander Tottenham Court Road branch. We've got 16 branches that were involved in raising money for the Cancer Centre. And what we did was based it around Halloween. So on Halloween itself, we all either got dressed up, or we had cups and we had cookies, and we had some sort of sales within our branches to see how much money we could raise, which was really fun and really exciting. And it was quite nice when we had customers walk in. So I think we had customers within our Finsbury Park branch that while we were raising money, they were like really happy because they come here and said it's really nice that you're doing something local for us.
I think the involvement people have had, I've been down, I've seen what's happening, I've seen where the money's going, and we can also see some of the other initiatives that we've put in place. So the magazines that we bring down, we found created some mince pies, got some mince pies down there at Christmas, and we've got some volunteers. We've got people who've gone through the support program, and they're now proper volunteers on the floor. So we've got that connection that we would never get with another charity. I think the other point is the cancer charity came out incredibly high in terms of the importance people felt are placed on cancer as a charity, and I think what we got is the best of both worlds. So we got the fact that we were helping in an area where so many of our people have been touched, but also in a way which can impact a local charity supporting something that touches everybody all the time.
It was nice to kind of have you guys visit every branch to be able to go and see what each branch was doing, and I think it was the branch managers and the teams that felt touched that you were actually getting really involved as well. It wasn't something where here's the buckets and you left. It was very much nice to see that you went around, you saw what we were doing. I think all 16 branches were really happy that they had some sort of presence from the centre to see what happened throughout that day. I think they all know you now, and they all know who they're raising money for and how they can help in the future.
You've come in, you've talked to our people, you've engaged with them, and the money, it is great and will continue, but it doesn't feel like it's the focal point of the relationship. I think we've been able to add value in so many other different areas, and that's also what makes people feel good about it.
I think if it's something that's local, and as a company that's local, or you're a business that's local, you should definitely see getting involved, because those customers that come to you will also be patients here, or they'll have someone that will be a patient or a friend that is here. And I think the best way you can always be involved within your community is to see where you can help raise funds where needed, and what you can give back. So if you're a company based around the centre over here, then I'd say, get involved, see what you can do.
Well, I was always one person that thought it would never happen to me. I mean, I think most of us go through life and it's always someone else. And then all of a sudden, one day, just from one day, you wake up and your whole life has changed. That can happen to anyone, rich or poor, doesn't matter who you are. And it's opened my views up on how fragile we all are in life.
We hope that you will want to make a difference and help us make that difference. We want to make a difference to the treatment of patients with cancer. We want to make a difference to the experience of patients with cancer, the experience of their families, the experience of their carers. We hope that you will really help us do that. Thank you.
My views now are a lot stronger because of what's happened. And as I say, how I look at life. And anyone that's out there watching this should take a moment of calmness and a step back and think, well, what if it was me next week or next month? And you would want then all the help you could get, and you certainly get it here.